كيفكم جميعا؟ مثل ما وعدناكم اليوم على الساعة 8 وهي نحن معكم على الساعة 8. رح نكون معكم بشكل دائم 3 أيام بالأسبوع. كنا وعدناكم بالبوست الماضي إنه رح نكون موجودين معكم بشكل يومي ولايف. هلا بسبب كمية الاتصالات اللي اجتنا من المتابعين إنه نحن ما حنقدر ناخذ كل يوم لايف، رح يكون كثير صعب عليكم انتم تتابعونا بسبب لعدة أسباب. لذلك اتفقنا انه نحن اسبوع مثل ما اتفقنا الكورس رح ينزل ببوست على صفحتنا على الفيس وانتم بتقدروا تاخذوه. وبتمنى انه الكل او الحابب يتابعنا هيدا الكورس وينزلوا معه او ينزلوا على من صفحته ياخذه، لانه لما بدنا نتابع بتمنى كثير، انا شخصيا بفضل انه انا يكون كتاب قدامك، شيء ورقي ماتيريالستيك انت تقدر تتابع معنا، واساسا رح يكون موجود انا بالحصص او بالجلسات شو عم نتابع شو عم. هلا بالنسبه للكورس اللي رح حكينا عنه انه هو اسمه نيو هيدواي، هو اساسا موصى فيه او ينصح فيه من قبل 90% من الاساتذه اللي عم يدرسوا لغه انجليزيه كلغه ثانيه. الكورس جدا جيد، رح تتابعوا وتشوفوا هيدا الشيء وتحكموا هيدا الشيء، هو شامل لكل السكيلز والمهارات لازمكم. رح نبدا مبدئيا بالكورس بالمستوى الابر انترميديت. ليش الابر انترميديت؟ لانه هو خطوتين ثلاثه بعدها بنقدر نحن نروح على التوفل او الايتس يلي هو مطلوب من معظم طلابنا لحتى يقدروا يكفوا الدراسات بجامعات برا. تمام؟ هلا تقريبا انا قلت كل شيء بالعربي للناس لحتى تكون كثير واضحين. حابه ارجع اقولهم نروح شوي بروفيشنال ونكون احكيهم باللغه الانجليزيه. ما في داعي ارجع عرفنا. Actually, I have been teaching English for a long time now, like it's about 8 years. And as I promised you, today we're going to be live. Next, all our sessions are going to be recorded because you asked us to do this because of many reasons, including power and electricity and different stuff. So we're going to have the sessions 3 days a week, okay? At the same specific time, which is 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening. The days are going to be Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. So our next session is going to be on Monday at 8 o'clock. Okay. Of course, we are going to have is New Headway. It's so. I personally like it so much because I can say that it has all these skills and the things that you be good in Lebanon, Jordan, or whatever. We're going also to talk about, the skills that Headway has, okay? New Headway has like different skills, including speaking, listening. Also, we have writing, pronunciation, vocabulary. We're going to be, on the right track with me and the PDF to start or continue learning all these skills. I know that to some teachers highly recommend, teaching new headway, because as I mentioned before, it gives a lot of, amazing and brilliant outcomes, and the students can move for the next to their next level easily without finding any gaps, without having any difficulty. Also, it will include grammar. I personally prefer that you have a notebook with you when you follow me, or you follow the lessons. It's so important. I cannot deny that having a notebook or maybe a sheet of paper to write notes is so good. Maybe you might have questions while following me, or learning. You might get across like some new words, and you need to know the meanings of these words, and later you can check the meanings, and maybe you can write it as a comment. Okay. As I mentioned already before, we're going to provide the course book, and let me tell you that the book also, or the course, has videos, audios, and the PDF. Okay, so it has different skills. The 4 skills, we're going to learn these skills, and we're going to apply them in daily conversation, and in every session, in every class, I'm going to give some kind of tips to help you learn the skill, including listening, speaking, grammar, and pronunciation. And of course, writing, academic writing. Okay, but I'll keep this till we learn in the sessions. We'll go in the sessions. Okay. As I said, this is mostly what I wanted to speak about today, and again, I'll welcome all of your questions and inquiries and comments. As I said already, we're gonna collect them and answer them, post them on our Facebook account or page. Okay. I will tell you something. Students, our students, let me say students in Syria, most students have difficulty in using grammar in conversation or in listening. So listening is the most important skill. Okay, and I will give you a lot of tips how to improve your listening. Okay, and tips you need to apply at home, and you need to apply while speaking, or pretending that you're having someone to speak to. I know that it's so difficult to have a native to speak with, or maybe a partner, so we're going to give a lot of tips. We'll try to apply this with maybe speaking to a mirror. Okay, it's one of the good tips I personally tried, and it was so useful. Also, grammar. If you are an upper intermediate student and you are going to continue to advanced and later IELTS or TOEFL, most students have difficulty in structure and the grammar. In reading, they find it okay, fine, they learn the skills and try to apply, and they're listening and all the other ones, the other skills. But when it comes to maybe speaking and pronunciation, it's not that difficult on them. But when it comes to grammar, they find it so difficult. The structure needs a lot of, let me say, following and studying. It's almost like kind of math, actually. I find it like this. But step by step, it's going to be easier. We're going to learn a lot of grammar, how to apply grammar in our speech structure, sentence formation, and different questions. Question types and questions, inquiries. Okay, I don't know if you agree with me that it's not going to be easy to learn English, and it's not that difficult. First, you have to agree with me, or I don't know if you agree, it's not you have, but English is not a magic of touch. Okay, or let me say, sorry, a touch of life. So life is confusing. So it's not a touch of magic. You need to learn learn and to study and to pay effort and to ask, to go in details, to learn. You need to practice. Practicing is the most important skill. It's the first. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. Back to the course itself. The course has, as I said, has 12 units. Okay, the first unit is home and away. The second unit is been there, got a t-shirt. The third unit is news and views. Of course, when I talk about news and views, we're gonna talk about books, movies. We're gonna have some kind of discussion about movies and books. Your favorites, also preferences. We're going to talk in unit 4 about the truth. Every unit is going to take 3 sessions, as I mentioned before, and we're going to have the course in 2 parts. The first part is 6 units, the second part is 6 units. Okay, then we're going to continue with unit 5, which is looking ahead, talking about future plans, ambitions, and also we're going to take some vocabulary. In every unit we have a page for vocabulary. Unit 6 is going to be about hitting the big time expressions of quantity, and we're going to learn how to stress words and syllables. 7 is going to be about getting along, talking about how to adopt and how to be okay with different people. Also, unit 8 is going to be about how remarkable I'm talking about the titles only, but just to give you an idea. And it's gonna include a lot of relative clauses and regarding grammar practices, adverb collocations, and adjectives and adverbs, the differences, because I know most students make get confused when they want to talk about adverbs and adjectives, which one, when I use beautiful and when I use beautifully, something like this. Okay, unit 9 is going to be about the way we were, about expressing past habits and changes, things like that. Also 10 is over my dead. Something is going to be very impossible. We're going to also talk about modal auxiliaries, verbs in the past, and everything related to this. Unit 11 is going to be about it's all hypothetical, which is about things untrue and real. And we're going to talk about ups and downs, ifs and buts, or bots, something like this. And in unit 12 we're going to talk about time. Time flies. I don't think time flies now. Okay, it's getting about this. I already included that I'm going to talk about the tips, about the advice. I'm going to answer all your questions related to to the course, and maybe any question about the course itself, about the lessons, about the listening, the reading, about the academic writing. Maybe if you have questions. Questions that need some questions, you might ask some questions, and maybe we are going to take them later in later units, so I will mention that. This is what I already wanted to talk about today. This is this is part of what I wanted to say today, and again I have to confirm that today is live. The other sessions are going to be recorded every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I don't know if you agree with the time, but I think this is the perfect time for you, because some students, after we finish this period, some students will finish their exams maybe, or their university later in the afternoon, so, and then they have some kind of rest, and at the evening they can find like an hour free to study English. By the way, I just now, it came to my mind that you need to know that, I already told you, like, English is not a touch of magic, but it must be a daily routine. When it's part of your daily routine, believe me, you have benefits. Not some benefits, a lot of benefits, like it's not I don't want to tell you like you have to enjoy it, no, but habits can teach a lot, So when it's part of your daily routine, when it's like a habit, like let me say every day at 8 o'clock I have to study this, so, or I have to listen to a song, or I have to watch a movie, or I have to do things that are related to English, and I'm going to tell you in every session how to improve your language, different tips to improve your language. And I hope you apply them, because okay, we hear every day a lot of tips. Maybe you go on YouTube, many English channels or channels, YouTube channels to English. I know that many of you do this, but from my students I know that they always say like, Miss, I don't feel like I can do it. I feel shy. I feel like it needs some support. But believe me, and no one can help you in this, but only you. Okay, I can help you in giving the advice. I cannot apply it. Okay, so I can help you with some tips, but I cannot apply them. It's you who should apply them to get the most benefits. Make it a daily routine, make it magic, and I'm sure that you're gonna enjoy it, get some benefits. You don't have, you will say like, okay, I don't love English, but I need it. Fine, I agree, you need it. But why don't we make it like kind of, okay, I need it, I need to learn it, but I don't hate it, okay? When you hate something, it's impossible to learn it, it's impossible to get it, it's impossible to get any advantage from it. So at least don't hate it, okay? And I hope I can help you, like learning the language, like using the language. This is my ambition with you, this is my passion. To let you feel like you need it, you love it, and you can use it later. This is like, my personal goal, let me say, from this session or from these sessions. We have a lot of details to talk about, but I'm gonna keep them till later, okay? I'm gonna answer all your comments and questions later. I hope you enjoyed that. I know that I speak so much, but you need to help me a little bit, okay? But I'm sure that you're gonna have some kind of benefit, and I'm here always to help you with anything you need. At the end, and I have to speak that in Arabic, so excuse me. كتير بدي أشكر شركة تنوير على هيدي المبادرة الحلوة كتير. هيدي المبادرة يعني اجت بوقت الناس كلها قاعدة ببيوتها، ما عم تعمل، غالبا الملل هو اللي حاكم الموضوع بسبب الوضع الصحي اللي موجود بالبلد او بالعالم كله. فأنا كثير بدي أشكرهم على هيدي المبادرة، شركة تنوير للسياحة والسفر والخدمات الطلابية. اللي ما بيعرف عنها بيقدر كمان يشوف البوست، يشوف بوستات الفيسبوك أو يعمل جوجل على شركة تنوير. حابة أشكر المدير العام أستاذ إسماعيل أسمر، أستاذ آدم سليمان على هيدي المبادرة. برجع بذكر مجانية لطلابنا حابين إنهم يتابعوا معنا. بتمنى انه هيدي الفترة تكون فترة كتير انتم تستفادوا منها، بما انه قاعدين بالبيت. خليكم بالبيت، تابعونا، استفادوا، راح نكون معكم بشكل يوم ايه يوم لا. برجع بعيد، يوم ايه يوم لا، سبت اثنين اربعة من 8 ل 9. شكرا كتير انكم سمعتوني، وشوفكم ان شاء الله يوم الاثنين. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.